I think you're live.
All right. Good morning, everyone.
I hope.
Maybe.
I think. Maybe.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Good morning. Happy Cat Surf Friday.
Hello, everyone. Let's see there. Click on that. I'm just now seeing Anita walk by.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, wait. Come on. Oh, I keep wanting to hit the power button. It's not my escape button. Right, sure. Escape is here and power's up there. Good morning, Dad. Hi, Angelica.
Good morning, Muñeca.
What did we decide that was doll or something?
Yes,
Like
like doll
Doll in
face.
Spanish.
Yeah.
I'm also a Spanish speaker.
She's from the city of Somerton, and every time she's in, they always call her by Muñeca on the
okay.
comments here.
All right, and shared.
You ready?
Yeah. Come on, Brandon. Welcome to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer Blackwell.
And I'm Teresa Straub.
We are here live on Z93, Outlaw Country, MonsterMediaYuma.com, Facebook Live, courtesy of FTS Automotive, and at some point later in the day or during the weekend, maybe, we will get it uploaded to YouTube also. Our YouTube channel is Monster Media Yuma. If you'd like to go over and subscribe, we have about 8 videos there so far.
Yes, and if you don't follow us on Facebook Live, we encourage you to do so. You get a little behind the scenes of what goes on when Z93, Outlaw Country, and MonsterMediaYuma.com go to commercial break. You get to see what goes on when we take our Lotus Day Spa and Salon selfies. Sometimes you get a little preview of what's ahead, like maybe some giveaways that we might be having going on.
That's right. Just the general behind-the-scenes chit-chat that you just might find some pertinent information hidden in.
Yes, definitely.
Well, today we have a very special day because we are going to be doing a lot of veterans recognition. Now, if you are listening to Z93 in Outlaw Country, you've got to be at least right now.
Yes.
Here it is. We have our Veterans Day greetings that we started running just after midnight this morning. They will run all through tomorrow evening as well.
And there's a lot of them.
There are a lot of them. Just recognizing different individuals in the community and some of the names and the ranks and the branch of service. The information has been shared with us over the last couple of years, and we had a few updates here and there. But you know what? If you have someone special to you, you would like to share their information, please just message it to us. That way we can get to work on the ones for next year, too.
Yes, definitely. We'll do our best to get them.
It takes a while for us to get them produced because there are so many of them. But we have a special guest coming up with us on the show later today. Anita's lovely mother, Laura Periseau.
Good job.
Is here, and the theme for the Veterans Day Parade in Yuma tomorrow is honoring our women veterans. And she is a veteran. She was president of the Vietnam Women Veterans for 2 years, and we're going to be chatting with her because she worked in military intelligence, and I'm sure
she's going to be our guest on our float. She'll be riding in front seat of the truck, and she'll be doing her best.
She's our royalty.
Way. Yes, she'll be doing her best.
Best royal way.
Well, we also have Harry Hengl coming on, and he's going to be talking about the NAU Alumni Golf Tournament.
Yes,
it's golf season. You will not be able to drive by any golf course between now and the end of March.
I don't blame them. Look at the weather
we're
having.
It's gorgeous weather right now. Even though we are looking at least into next week too, 85, 86 degrees. That's a little above normal for this time of year. But seriously, we did have a warmer summer, and we are relishing in anything under 99 degrees right now.
Yes.
It's still nice. So Harry will be here. Also, Foodylicious Janice will be coming in. And see, we're teased the entire show.
I know.
Especially with today's. It involves pepperoni, and the lid is on at an angle so we can smell it.
I literally was in here just a little bit before you guys, and I was so tempted to sneak one before she got in here.
Well, it's also Cat Shirt Friday, and you were sitting here a little bit earlier, and we had the door open because it's nice. And Teresa called me and said, Figaro is in the studio. The cat walked in, and I told Janice and Anita, and Janice yelled, "He smells pepperoni."
You know what? That might be what he was looking for. He was all the way in. I mean, if you're on Facebook Live, you can kind of see. But he came all the way in, and to my right here is the door that goes into the FM studio. And he was almost in the FM studio, and I moved or I breathed or something, and he just was like, "Oh, I'm busted," and he took off around outside.
Well, speaking of Cat Shirt Friday, we've already started to receive entries for today's prize. All you need to do is take a photo of we love to see the selfies of you with your animals
Yes.
because they are our family members.
Yes.
And some love them a lot more than others.
Yes.
Some dress them up.
I
I did dress her up today.
I did. You gave me a Halloween shirt for Lula. I did put it on her. She looked at me like I was crazy. She kept it on for a little bit, and then we tried again a couple days later, and she actually kept it on for a little bit longer. And I actually made her keep it on. I didn't take it off of her. And the way she walks with the shirt, it's like she's rubbing her belly on the floor and still trying to walk. It was hilarious.
They're just kind of out of sorts.
Yeah, I would say so.
Well, we love the pet selfies. You can send those in, or just a photo of your pet, a photo of you wearing your cat shirt. We're all wearing our cat shirts, even Anita's mom.
Yes, we're pushing kitties today.
And you guys are twins. You have
Yeah.
the same I Love Kitty shirt on. They're adorable.
Yes, they're so
Let me
cute.
see, do you guys have my cat on your shirt?
Not really.
There's a white one, but it doesn't have
It's
the
on the
eyebrows.
top.
It's long hair.
It's
Yeah.
the very top, under eye, is your cat.
Under eye? That's
Yeah.
Rodimus?
Oh, the cat
Oh.
on your shirt.
Yeah. Oh, no. I know my cat. I have a Pusheen cat on also. Hot Topic was very popular around here.
Well, I was on Facebook as I was getting ready, and I saw your shirt. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to match her today. And then Anita's mom was coming in, and so Anita went and got her a shirt, and, well, we all matched today.
in the same theme.
Yes.
All right, to get those entries, then you can either text them to 928-343-0993, or if you want to message them to us on either my Facebook page or Teresa's or the Z93 and Outlaw page, 3 different options there. You can get those entries into us. We would like them by 11 today.
Yes.
Generally, we give you noon, but it's 11 o'clock today. We have a float to decorate.
We have a float to decorate,
Wait.
so we will be busy this afternoon. So we want to get everything in, so we have plenty of time to let our winners know. Also, if you have prizes that you need to pick up, I would do it before 11:30, 12 o'clock today, because after that, you might be out of luck.
That's right, because, again, we have a float to decorate.
Yes, we do.
Tomorrow is the Veterans Day Parade, and it starts at 9 o'clock in the morning, but I don't know of anyone that's ever shown up just at 9 o'clock because
No.
you want to get there early. I saw people tagging me in different posts last night, and someone says, well, you should really get there at 6:45 because they close the streets at 7. You want to get your good spot.
Exactly.
And a lot of people have the locations. One was recommending by Coco, she said, because then if you get hungry, if you need to use the restroom, it's right there.
Well, it's perfect location for the parade because even before we were in it on a regular basis, having our station float and things, we used to take Eli, and there's so many local businesses along 4th Avenue that sell breakfast and items. So once you get your place, go grab a burrito, come sit out at the curb and wait for everybody to start going.
And the Yuma Police Department issued a release yesterday. They will be closing down 4th Avenue from 16th Street to Catalina Drive starting at 7 a.m. and they will open it up around 11:30 tomorrow. So they do ask that you allow yourself a little extra time to find an alternate route if you normally use 4th Avenue or you plan to use it tomorrow morning. Again, 9 o'clock is the parade time, and it's going to be 2 hours because they have the different events that will be starting sharply right at 11 a.m. Hang on, let me flip to that
The
here.
11th hour
Yes.
presentation.
Yes. And it's the 11th hour ceremony marking the anniversary of the end of World War I, American Legion Post 19. It will end at the Legion at 2575 South Virginia Drive. And there's also another event that is taking place out in Welton. And that will be, let me see. The Welton hosts the community parade. It starts at 11 a.m. at Westside Park, located at Los Angeles and Arizona Avenues, if you're familiar with the Welton area, and proceeds to the post. That's at 29389 Oakland Avenue. Parade entry should be lined up at Westside Park no later than 10:30. Again, this is the Welton Parade, not the American Legion Parade. The public is invited to that one also. They will have a hamburger and hot dog lunch served at the post following the parade with live music.
Sounds like fun.
We will be lining up at 7 a.m. tomorrow.
Yes.
And there are specifications for the marching bands and the mounted entries. Several different categories. There are 125 entries this year.
Yes.
7 different categories. They're broken down by categories for judging purposes. And we are number 95.
I'm excited. We have Weezerton that is going to be playing throughout the whole parade route. This is one that has not been on our float before, so it should be a nice treat for you.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Again, great
So.
weather in store. You might want to grab a light sweater, though, for the little ones, just because earlier in the morning It's beautiful. It's chilly, but I grabbed a sweater when I first got
see
here,
that.
and then I took it off because it got warm about 7 minutes later. Well, today is November 10th, and it's the Marine Corps birthday. They are celebrating 242 years today.
I loved getting on my Facebook feed this morning and seeing all of our Marine veterans changing their profile pictures just to reflect, them in their dress blues or in their uniforms. It's really awesome to see.
Says the United States Marine Corps, a branch of the U.S. Armed Forces, is responsible for providing power protection from the sea using the mobility of the U.S. Navy to rapidly deliver combined arms task forces. The Continental Congress first established the Continental Marines on November 10, 1775, leading up to the American Revolution. And 2 battalions of Marines fought for independence both on land and sea. There's your history for the day.
Well, happy birthday.
Very, very important day.
Yes, it is.
And it's also National Vanilla Cupcake Day.
Ooh, I can get behind that.
We always like to
frosting.
jump on the ones we can
or
support.
with whipped cream.
You're not a buttercream frosting?
No.
All right.
Always. You should know. Every year, when you get me a cake, no frosting. I want whipped cream or just plain cake. I like plain cake too.
Today is also recognized as National Forget-Me-Not Day. Mm-hmm. And that is a day, let me see, I got to find out. I don't know.
It's right on the sheet.
Is it right on the sheet?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. See, that's why I keep you around.
It's observed annually on November 10th, created in 1921 to remind Americans of the sacrifices returning soldiers have made of body, blood, and limb. National Forget-Me-Not Day originally raised funds for services where there were none. This day even has its own particular flower, the forget-me-not. Mm-hmm. And the alpine forget-me-not is the official state flower of Alaska.
Now, it's Veterans Day when they traditionally sell the poppies. I started seeing
Yes, I believe so.
I saw some posts on Facebook yesterday.
Yeah, they will probably be along the parade route with the little poppies.
Okay,
the
it's the little
cans.
artificial poppies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you're able to do so, please do.
Yes.
And when we had Fred and Jason on from Post 19 earlier in the week, they made sure to let people know, don't be ashamed to stand up when the flag goes by.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And salute our veterans, because there are many of them in the parade. Again, this year's theme is honoring our women veterans.
Yes.
Now, we have a message here on Facebook Live. Mary Miranda says, give a shout out to Yuma Catholic High School Shamrocks, going to playoffs today, representing Yuma.
That's
all right.
awesome.
Go Rocks.
Yes.
We were at their homecoming game a few weeks ago, so it was really neat
And
to
it
see them
was
in
a
action.
really good game. That
It
game
was.
was really good too.
It was. All right, well, we've done the rundown of everything today. Do you have any birthdays?
I don't. So I was just trying to pull them up quickly. I don't think I have any right off.
Well, if you do have someone celebrating a special birthday, please share that information with us, and we would love to get it on out to our audience. I know the little ones especially like to hear their birthdays announced.
Yes, definitely.
I have one. Courtney Fisher Sellers is celebrating her birthday today.
Oh, well, happy birthday.
Courtney with Mostly Muffins. And we have Cheryl Holda. She's also celebrating a birthday. Karina Jones from United Way celebrating a birthday. And Kyra Justina, a friend of mine, has a birthday. Tim Bush, my good friend Sally Green, and Justine Orta, all celebrating birthdays today.
Yeah, I just seen Sally Green's pop up right now too, and also I have another one, Mark Miles. I want to wish you a happy birthday as well.
And Blake Crouch, she is here in the Yuma community. It's funny, I did not know that her and Karina had the same birthday. They've kind of been partners for one of their side businesses.
Oh, how cute.
Is probably about 4. So we hung out with them quite a bit. So happy birthday.
Yes, happy birthday to you all.
All right, let's go ahead and take a quick break, and we have more stuff coming up. Don't forget, get those Catcher Friday entries in, and the circus is tonight, so a lot of those winners that might be coming will be circus ticket winners. So that will be taking place out at the Yuma Fairgrounds, the Shrine Circus.
Shrine Circus. Make sure you get here before noon, because after that, you are not going to find us. Like I said, we have a float to decorate, and we will not be doing it in our parking lot.
We have to keep it a surprise. It's an undisclosed location, much like Project Drive Save Each Week. All right, we'll be back right after this here on Today in Yuma on Z93 Outlaw Country, MonsterMediaYuma.com. The show is brought to you by Classic Accounting. They are locally owned and operated, and they're full-service accounting firm. Taxes, payroll, and bookkeeping are just some of the services they offer. Let them help your business. Call 343-1040.
And Sprague Sports is home of Yuma's only indoor shooting range, and they're your hunting and shooting headquarters. You can find them on 32nd Street next to Lowe's.
And Quick Refrigeration. What's today?
Free Filter Friday.
That's right. Stop by 190 West 10th Street, take in your old air filter, and they will give you a brand spanking new air filter, a 1-inch standard air filter. Again, stop by 190 West 10th Street.
And Advocate Pest and Wildlife Services offers wildlife control like feral cat trapping, snake and skunk relocation, and pigeon extraction. You can give them a call at 928-343-9149 or message them on Facebook.
We'll be back right after this on Today in Yuma. Is Harry coming?
He is.
He
He's
here?
in the FM station.
When we come back, I need to give a shout out to Noah. He's listening.
Okay. Hi, Harry. Come on in.
Okay.
You didn't wear a cat shirt. It's Cat Shirt Friday.
Sorry, I'm going to the gym.
I should have gave him the memo yesterday. I totally forgot.
Or just messing with that.
I don't really have that enough.
Alrighty. I do. I have all the info. And that's next weekend, right?
Yeah, there's that.
Perfect. 25th annual. Didn't realize
Yep.
it's been that many years. How are you doing?
Good.
Monster Media Z93 and Outlaw Country. Okay, what's his name?
Our phone sounds really loud. I've even adjusted the volume. Is it the overall system? Is there any master
Xavier,
control?
what was the last name?
Because in my office too. Like to the point it was hurting me. Even on speaker, there's just a certain
STRACA. And
the
how old is he
audio
today?
level.
Okay. I
Or
can
is it
check.
because
We'll
I had a
go and get
birthday
that
and I'm
when we
older now?
come
Probably.
If it's too loud, you're
Thank
too
you.
old.
Bye-bye.
That happened on Sunday. Everything changed.
I know that they were messing with the audio on this particular phone because it's trying to make sure that it's at a higher level going through the board.
Okay.
Yeah, no, but the other phones are all weird. Yeah, they're weird.
But you can adjust.
On your
I
own.
brought it. I was bringing it down too, but
I want to say it's it's independent. I don't recall when I went into the platform. I don't recall volume control on the platform.
I want to give a shout out to Anita because this Mint Majesty is fantastic.
Delicious.
It's the first one I've had since it's cooled off. I don't have it all summer, so I was like, it's really good.
good morning, Christy and Andy and Adam and Mike. Oh, hey, Anita joined. Morning, Gina. All right.
Yeah, you can't forget you're on Facebook Live.
Yes. Harry's like, what does that mean?
Right.
That means everybody can see you.
And so we can say, look at this delicious food Janice made for us today that we will not share. Smells good though, doesn't it?
It does smell good.
Janice, if you are watching, would you take a photo of our calendar and text it to me?
Por favor.
Please.
Oh, that's a weird sunlight.
I know.
I was like, whoa.
I'm like, I gotta move. We're getting some clarage.
Are the blinds open a little more? One or two of them.
You opened them
turned the other way.
yesterday.
I did because I couldn't see you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Were you a shadow in the corner?
She
got
was.
another
She was.
birthday shout
She
out,
was.
too.
She was blending in.
I have more family birthdays, but not till next week. Got my Aunt Peggy next week.
You ready? I'll do those shout outs real quick.
Okay.
Was that cold chill?
Welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Teresa.
We are here live on Z93, Outlaw Country, MonsterMediaYuma.com, and Facebook Live, courtesy of FTS Automotive. Thank you all so much for tuning in.
Watching this morning on Facebook Live.
Hi, Noah.
And then we got a call. Xavier Estraka. His mother called and she wants to wish him a very happy 10th birthday this morning.
Number 10 on the 10th.
Yes, number 10 on the
All
10th.
right, Xavier.
And also Gabby Jeffco on Facebook Live says today is her son's 7th birthday, Justin
Jeffcoat, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to all of you. Now, next
Yes.
up with us in the studio, now it's his first time with us. He's been on the radio before. Harry Hengl is here, and we are going to talk about the 25th Annual Yuma County Alumni Chapter for Northern Arizona University. It's the big golf tournament coming up next Saturday.
It is. It's our 25th. We've been at it for 24 years. It's hard to believe.
All right, well, give us all the details about it, Harry.
Well, the golf tournament itself will be at Desert Hills. The tournament will start at 8 o'clock Saturday morning. We need to get all the golfers we can get, and we need to have everybody signed in by next Wednesday, which I believe is the 15th. And then on Friday night, before the golf tournament, we have a True Blue reception for all folks interested in NAU, alumni, anybody just interested in maybe going to NAU. The president of NAU will be here for that evening. She's also going to play golf on Saturday.
Oh,
so
wow,
it's going to be exciting. Right.
Now, the funds go towards scholarships.
They do.
Obviously.
Every penny we make goes toward scholarships for Yuma County students to attend either NAU Yuma or NAU Flagstaff. Over the years, we've raised several $100,000 worth of scholarships, and this year is a special year. We have a major sponsor. It's Keith Newland, who owns Pioneer Title. For the last few years, he's given us $5,000 a year for scholarships, and this year I talked him into giving us $1,000 a year for 25 years.
Oh,
So
fantastic!
Wow.
he's going to give us $25,000 for scholarships,
Wow.
but we have to match it, and we'll match it. We're going to get it matched, so
All
we'll have
right.
at least $50,000 for scholarships this year.
That's
That
fantastic.
is. That's a lot of books that it can provide.
Now, Harry, I am glad that you mentioned the NAU Yuma also, because there are still some people in the community that don't know that we have that partnership. You know, at Arizona Western College, NAU Yuma, we have other institutions also, and it's a great way for students here in the Yuma community might not want to leave home. You know, that you can still pursue that higher education here. I know we have a lot of educators that have chosen that route.
We have. Back when I was teaching school, we had to go up to Flagstaff to get our classes. Of course, that was pretty tough because we spent the summers up there. But now you don't have to. You can stay in Yuma, you can get your education, and it's a lot cheaper than going away.
Were you being facetious when you said you spent the summers up in Flagstaff? Wait a minute. For everybody wants to go in July.
Exactly. Now, can you kind of give us a background of what the NAU Alumni Chapter does? What is it that your goal is? Obviously providing scholarships, but do you do fundraising throughout the year, or is this one of your biggest fundraisers that you have?
Well, in the past, it's been our only fundraiser. The Yuma chapter of the NAU Alumni Association is the oldest chapter for NAU.
In the state?
Everywhere.
Okay.
And we've been around, I don't know, 35 years or so. Not real active in the past years, just with the golf tournament. This year, though, the NAU Flagstaff is helping us out, and we've started to reach out, and we have some Yuma alumni who are helping with the different events we're going to have. We'll probably have 4 or 5 events every year now from now on.
Okay. Well, it helps too, you know, having been around, at least for this being the 25th year, you're growing your base year to year. And then a lot of the ones that have probably, you know, since graduated years ago are the ones that jump on and help with the alumni end of things. And that way we can get those other things to grow from here.
That's true. We have a lot of young alumni here in Yuma. We want to get them involved. Sometimes young alumni are worried about the fact that we're going to ask them for money. And we understand that they may not have a lot of extra cash right now. And so if we can just get them to help us out, maybe work at the golf tournament, do other events, just come to the events.
Yeah.
And
There's a value to those volunteer hours, and they might still be paying off student loans.
exactly.
Well, and not only that, you know, as time goes on, they're going to be the one that continues the alumni chapter here. So they need to know the way things work. So, that, you know, even if, like, you don't have the money to support monetarily, you give that time, get that time in so that, you know what to do when time goes on.
That's correct. And later on, when you hit the big one and have a lot of extra cash, then you can give some money.
Exactly. So if anybody wants to participate in the golf tournament, how do they go about doing that?
2470, or call my office. 343-2400. If nobody's there, leave a message, and we'll be happy to get back to you, and we'll make sure you get all the information you need.
And deadline again for registration is this next Wednesday?
A week from
yesterday.
I see.
The day before yesterday.
I see that there are sponsorship opportunities. Is it too late for that, Harry?
No, it's not. We can still get tee signs made. We'd love to have some more tee sponsors. And remember, we're trying to match that $25,000, and every penny we get goes to scholarships.
That's right. And that's a lot of scholarships, too.
It is.
All right. Again, if you want to reach Harry, you can reach him on his phone at 580-2470, or just give us a call here at the station. We will get the flyer for this posted on our website at monstermediayuma.com. We'll stick it on the homepage. That way you can find it easily. This is an event that the station gets behind every year. It's a really important one, and we're big fans of higher education.
Yes.
Good.
All right. Our guest with us today, Harry Hengl, for the NAU Yuma Alumni Chapter 25th Annual Golf Classic that will take place next Saturday the 18th at Desert Hills. All right, we have to take our Lotus Day Spot and Salon selfie with Harry out in the courtyard. We'll be back with more today in Yuma right after this. Our next guest will be Laura, our resident veteran woman. This is Today in Yuma on Z93 Outlaw Country and MonsterMediaYuma.com. The show is brought to you by Classic Accounting. Let them take the stress out of doing your business payroll taxes. They're locally owned and operated since 1986. Hi to Dave if you're watching on Facebook Live.
Yes, good morning, Dave.
Schedule your business consultation today at 343-1040.
And Sprague Sports is Yuma's hunting and shooting headquarters, family owned and operated since 1956. You can find them at spragues.com.
And Quick Refrigeration. They're family owned and operated, and they've been heating and cooling in the Yuma area since 1955. You can visit getcoolquick.com. And don't forget, take that old filter by today. It's Free Filter Friday. They will give you a standard 1-inch air filter for free at 190 West 10th Street.
An Advocate Pest and Wildlife Service has been servicing the Yuma area for over 20 years. They're licensed with the Arizona Game and Fish Department for safe and humane wildlife relocation. Give them a call at 343-9149 or message them on Facebook.
We'll be back right after this. Thank you.
All right. Carrie, we got to go take a selfie.
We put these on our website and then share them on our social
Oh, yeah?
media later, too.
But that's a... I won't say anything.
All right.
See ya.
I caught a chill in there for a sec.
Go right over there next to Jen.
Okay.
Am I in the sun?
No, but Harry is right there.
Okay. Yeah, he's a tall one.
Smile.
Cool. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. See you now.
All right.
Bye
Take
now.
care.
Bye.
Okay, Janice, that's making me hungry.
I know. Did you understand her text?
Kind of. I think she has a birthday shout out, but they want to wait till later in the show.
Okay.
Probably when they're in the vehicle.
I'm thinking, is it the one we already said?
No.
Okay.
When I first turned on the show, it was like blasting me in my ears. So I wonder if Jack was in here messing with stuff because it was so loud. I'm like, I just used it yesterday. It was fine.
He probably was because we
Oh,
were.
because of the phone.
Yes, remember we were talking about the phone and how it's coming in well on audition but not live.
And I'm telling you, their open house is up tomorrow or today?
Tomorrow. Jen likes this song.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It is. It does get stuck in your head.
It might replace the fishy. The fish McBites they had
Anything's
around
better.
Lent for Easter a couple of years ago.
Anything's better than fishy fishy. I even had it as a ringtone.
I know, I made it as a ringtone.
Really?
Yes, she had it as a ringtone. There you go. 10:30, 2:30 tomorrow.
There you go.
2222 South Avenue Lane. Come see what makes Casitos different. Get into the Thrift Zone.
I thought you were going to say, come see all that is fall.
Rewards Club members can flip the prize and win up to $1,000 in reward points.
I know. I love when it's
Little hook words.
It does every.
Sergio, because it was holiday pickup, and did they not pick up yesterday? They did mine.
They picked mine up yesterday. They were
that?
recycling.
Which
was,
Sergio?
Sergio Lopez.
Oh, that's my neighbor. The recycling was picked up on Wednesday, Sergio.
Yeah, it was a day earlier.
I
than
noticed
normal.
a bunch of my neighbors had theirs out yesterday.
Day earlier.
Sorry.
Earlier.
I'll make sure to message you next time. I actually remembered this time. I think we had 8 things in there,
I know ours was.
but I wanted to make sure.
Are we ready?
Yes. Welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Teresa.
Next up with this, because we are recognizing and honoring all of our veterans. They are wonderful.
Yes.
We have one of our finest veterans here in the studio with us today. And we have a connection because she's Anita's mom, Laura Periseau. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you for the invitation. This is quite an honor.
Well, we are honored to be in your presence.
Yes.
Seriously. You've accomplished so much in your military career, and we're so very thankful. And it just kind of worked out that the theme for our parade this year was honoring our women veterans.
And it was nice because Anita goes, I know a woman veteran. It was perfect. It worked out great. So I'm happy that you are here to join us today and tomorrow during the parade.
Now, you are going to be riding on our float with us tomorrow. We're really excited about that. Again, the parade starts at 9 a.m. It will last about 2 hours because they're having the 11th hour ceremonies over at the Legion at 11 o'clock. So we're getting everything wrapped up for that. Now, you tell us that you were the president of the Vietnam Women Veterans for 2 years.
Yes, ma'am. The Vietnam Women Veterans Group is a group from all services of women who served in Vietnam, but were not medical. They were not nurses, which is most people think of women in Vietnam. They were nurses.
They were nurses.
But we had people that were in military intelligence. They did a lot of administrative type work. They had a variety of things that were really important, and it's such a unique group. We have some fabulous ladies that served their country because we felt we needed to.
One of the most iconic that a lot of people
definitely.
think of during that time. Sorry, I'm drawing a blank here.
I don't know.
So iconic, I can't remember.
I can't help you there because
Someone
I don't
popped
know
up,
where you were
someone
going.
popped up, but please keep the poppy going thing. And I
Yeah.
got sidetracked.
It's okay.
Well, you are right. It was a different time, Laura, and a lot of people, women there was a vision that they had their place, and, those that did serve were in either in secretarial type of roles,
Yes.
or primarily in the medical and worked as nurses. And I don't know I'm sure we had some that may have been physicians back then too, but
Yes.
probably not very common.
We had medical service type personnel. In fact, we have a book that was written by a member of our group that talks about the different stories of the people the ladies that worked in Vietnam. And again, it's an amazing group, and it's so diverse. And we had all colors, all nationalities.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a really diverse group that represented the best, in my mind, the best of America. And it was a real privilege to be able to be part of this group.
Well, you were 19
Yeah.
working in military intelligence.
Mm-hmm. It's a really interesting story of how this all started because one of the things that I wanted very much after I graduated from high school is I wanted to go to college. But I'm the product of immigrant parents, and we just didn't have the money to go to school. Mm-hmm. And so I started trying to find approaches. What can I do to guarantee my going to school?
Yeah.
And joining the Army was one of the things that presented itself, and I was really stuck for what kind of things can I do that will use some of the talents I have, because at that point I was bilingual. I spoke Spanish. Both my parents came from Mexico. Spoke Spanish, but had a good head, good grade school. What can I do? And my recruiter, I'll never forget this, Sergeant Patsy Fox, told me, have you ever thought of going to language school? Language school? What's that?
What is that?
What is that? So we kind of talked about that, and she said, I passed my test and I was qualified, and it says, okay, choose 3 languages. If the Army really wants you, they will give you one of your 3 choices. So I said, oh, right away. French is my first love. I really enjoy the French language and would like to be because I was bilingual. They always said, no, you can't because you have an advantage over your peers. Therefore, you can't take Spanish.
Really?
I ended up taking 3 years of Latin, but that's neither here nor there. So my third choice was, what would be the third language I would really enjoy learning? And my recruiter, the only time she led me astray, said, have you ever thought of Vietnamese? And I said, no, not really. And said, well, I know that they're not going to put women into the Vietnamese language school. So again, if the Army really wants you, they'll have to give you one of your first 2 choices. So I joined their service, and I went to Vietnamese language school for 32 weeks and learned. I actually graduated with a professional level language capability.
Really?
So right after that, I went to intelligence training, and I was trained as an intelligence analyst. And right after that, I went to Vietnam. I actually spent 2 years in Vietnam.
And what year was it that you enlisted?
I enlisted in 1968.
Okay.
In September 68, I went to Vietnam. In December of 69, I came back in February of 70, 71, 72.
Wasn't Anita born overseas somewhere?
No.
No.
My sister was.
Okay. Well, I know it was after that, but I wasn't. Okay. I know she lived overseas for a period.
Yes.
Okay.
Anita and her twin brother and my other daughter, Ami, we went to Germany in 1976.
Okay.
And we were there until 1979. And I don't know how much she remembers. They were very
Remember
little.
a lot.
But it was, again, it's such an opportunity to learn other cultures. And for me, I'm a history buff. Mm-hmm. And so for me to actually walk the streets where so much of our history, so much of our beginning as a country really had its start, it was such an amazing experience.
There's more of an appreciation there, too, I think, when you enjoy the history and the background of everything that's taken place. And do you think, well, you kind of looked at the military as an option because you didn't necessarily think schooling would be viable. Look at the travel you were able to take part in.
Well, how many people at the age of, let's say, 21, 22 can say, I have been to Saigon, Vietnam. I've been to Tokyo, Japan. I've been to Hawaii. I've been to Sydney, Australia. Mm-hmm. I actually got a chance to go to Kuala Lumpur. So I got an opportunity.
You got a chance at such a young age to see all these things.
And again, for me, again, being the child of immigrant parents, those are just opportunities that weren't there for you. And to be able to have that kind of an expanded experience, it just broadens your horizon. It just makes you so much more aware of things. And it really gives you the opportunity to be appreciative of what you have, because there may be glorious countries in the world, but there's no place like home.
Oh, I agree. I agree. That's why. Now, how far did you advance in your career, Laura?
I spent 20 years in the military. I actually retired. When I joined the military, I joined as a private. When I retired 20 years later, I was a major.
Wow.
So I actually went through private E-nothing, coming in as a recruit, to Staff Sergeant E6. Then I went to Officer Candidate School. Again, started at the very bottom, second lieutenant that didn't know anything. And again, I was very, very lucky. I was able to retire after 20 years as a major. And that's quite an accomplishment.
That is quite an accomplishment.
That's quite an accomplishment.
We want to thank you so much for serving.
again, it's been my privilege. There's no other country in the world like our country, and for me, to be able to give back to my country, and it's my country, it was a privilege, and it taught me a lot, and I've been very grateful for that.
And how much of the Vietnamese do you remember?
Very little.
And you were at a professional level of training.
I was at a professional
For 2
level.
weeks.
But one of the things that we learned is we had a lot of vocabulary for military type terminology, like enfilade fire. I still remember how to say that in Vietnamese. I don't have to say that in English. How to set up a minefield. I don't have that need in the United States, in California.
Well, we had one of our good friends, Andy Noriega. He was here a while back because they did the and had was it a dinner or a luncheon? It was on November 3rd. And he came and we were talking about how they had the designations before of combat and then non-combat, and now it's just the veterans, because they all played a part in it, whether they were stateside or even somewhere else, because people they all played a very integral role in that.
One of the things that I found kind of interesting when I came back, I very seldom talk about my Vietnam service, and that's not because I'm ashamed of it. It's just that it's something that nobody wants to hear about it. When we came back, we had a lot of experiences because there was so much dissension.
There was
in the public when we were over there, and so I don't talk about it too much. But when we came back, people would see you in uniform, and they were not kind. I remember coming back one time when they came back from Vietnam on my furlough to come back for a 30-day leave. I went from the Travis Air Force Base when we came in, and I didn't have time to change my uniform, get to Oakland Airport to get back to L.A. And I got spit on.
wow. Look at
And I think about it, and now it's kind of hurtful to remember all that because that was very painful. That's what. When we had all this interest in going into other locations in the last 10 years, 12 years, we have to be so careful when we send our troops, our young people, to sacrifice themselves. And that change in the society today where they're actually welcomed, it took me over almost 30 years before I heard the first person say, Thank you for your service.
Well,
there's multiple here on.
It's going crazy right now. But I think Laura. I think you're such an inspiration to women in the military, even nowadays. I mean, it's hard. I mean, for a woman, but
Strides have been made.
Yeah,
certainly.
strides have definitely been made, but I think the longevity that you had in your career in the military is it really is inspiring because, like you said, back in the day, it was not easy for you, and especially being a woman, it was not easy. So I think that says something there. So I think you're an inspiration to a lot of people.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Again, it's been my privilege, and it's so nice to be able to know that I contributed something to my country.
Yes.
And that makes me feel good.
Well, I'm sorry that you had to experience those unfortunate instances because I know a lot of
It was a different time.
Exactly. A lot of our brave
time.
men and women came back to very similar greetings,
Yes.
from the people here in our own country. But we're here today because we do thank you all so very much. Sunny says, blessed are the ones who serve, and Megan says, thank you for your service. Those are just a couple.
Yes.
We're going to go ahead and take a break. Laura's going to hang around with us throughout the rest of the show, but this smells delicious. We need to get food.
We need to get
Janice. We need to eat something. This is Today in Yuma on Z93 Outlaw Country and MonsterMediaYuma.com, courtesy of FTS Automotive. We're still going to we have our cat shirt selfie to take with Laura, courtesy of Lotus Day Spot and Salon out in the courtyard. We'll be back right after this. All right.
Thank you for your stories.
Well, thank you for the invitation. This was quite a surprise. This is the first opportunity I've had like this. And I didn't, what am I going to say?
Oh, you have plenty.
And we would sit and let you talk about it for hours.
Yeah.
We love hearing the stories.
Smile. Here, hold. I'll hold
Teresa
the
or
camera. Get with
Teresa
us.
probably.
What? Oh, it's fine. I'm ringing.
You're ringing.
Oh goodness. Okay.
Not in your ears. Oops, hands. Scoot over that picture. Oh, back row this way. Smile. Cool.
Awesome.
Alrighty.
Get one of her and her mama.
Hang on, I flipped the camera. Cool.
There you go.
Alrighty, that's the Christmas card right there.
That's a Christmas card.
Yes.
Too squishy.
Mom, move over one more for me so that Janice can.
Not a problem.
Nobody puts Laura in the corner.
I can go in the corner. I don't care.
No, we're just. We're just kidding. But this is staring. You still have your tattoo? Teresa didn't see it.
That is
She's rock and roll.
Oh, I
the
saw
riveter. Okay.
That is so cool.
Representing Z. How much do you think I could charge for that space a month?
How many impressions do you think you can show?
I talk a lot.
Like there's 1 hit, 2 hit, 3 hit, 4 hit.
Well, it might be exercise. Forget that.
At the parade.
Forget it.
Holy cow.
Oh. That'll really draw some attention to the flab. I don't know. Trent, when he was little, I think he was like 4 or 5, he drove away with his friends from our house, and they had the windows down, a bunch of boys that were going to the movies or something with their parent. And I go, bye! And he says, oh, look how cool my mom is, their arm keeps shaking. Oh. I was like, bye. I was like, oh, jerk. They obviously have skinny moms. Because they were all like, wow! I was like, oh, great. Come have an ice cream, kid. I tried to wave like that for about a month. It's just not me.
Alright, we got about 30 seconds.
Alrighty.
Not enough time to go do radio stuff.
Nope. And I need to take readings in the back.
It's a second code.
I really need to go take my readings.
Does that mean number 2?
She doesn't know that code.
Readings in the back.
That's a code she does not know.
I don't want to say it by mistake.
Confuse everyone.
Right. So like,
Oh,
what are
there's
you
one
doing?
pair. They keep rotating. Where is it? I don't know if it'll come back to them.
They're cat shoes?
Yeah. All these different kinds of cat shoes.
Uh,
And you save $60 if you order today.
under the bottom, do they have paw prints? Because that would be cool if it looked like a paw.
Oh.
Oh, one says cat lady.
And your other shoe says crazy?
Yeah. So I think Prince.
All right,
Crazy
you ready?
cat lady. And they're reversed.
cat lady.
You guys ready?
Welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Teresa.
And I'm Foodylicious.
Yummy!
You guys don't know how impressive that is when we got in town. Like we walk in, I just say it, and in the background you guys say it. It makes me
We
look
just
fabulous.
follow behind you or the entourage, the yummy
Well,
entourage.
all I know is that smells yummy. Whatever it is, smells yummy today.
Well, and it's not as warm now because I make it early in the morning
Well,
for
dang
you,
it,
but
you should have gave it to me before.
well, I'm trying to figure out how I can get a little stove in our kitchen
We'll
here.
do a toaster oven.
Maybe I can get like a
I
new
have-
one and bring you guys my other one.
I have
It's
a
electric.
toaster oven at home that is actually new out of the box that has not even been used yet.
Oh, we'll have to set up the kitchen here then. Keith will be like, "Who's living here?"
What if we had an outdoor grill that has the things off to the side?
Ooh, I'm not a good griller.
But it's got the
What?
little warming
I can't
station.
control a grill very well.
Really?
No, because the heat, it has its own mind.
Moving along.
Thanks.
Right.
Cat. No, I did. my mom, what's funny is because now I make a lot of stuff that's weird, and I like to try to not just make everything that everybody else makes. So I get like videos and pictures from my family. So my mom sends me the most ideas. So she sent me one through the phone, and they're little tacos, but they're pepperoni pizzas. So they're great for like little finger food, and your shells are flour tortillas. So you're making them a little fresh, and you're making them yourself. So you kind of feel like a giant when you eat them.
So did you cut large flour tortillas in circles, or did you create fresh, tiny flour tortillas?
Yes, I rolled fresh, tiny, perfectly circled tortillas.
With a tiny rolling pin?
Yeah. So anybody who knows me when I ever tried them before knows that's a big fat lie. Because I tried making tortillas before. You know, my last name is Ramirez, so I was like, I'll be a good wife. And I tried tortillas. No, they came out like salt pellets, and they were not round. So I was like, you know, Food City makes them fresh every day.
As long as they are edible, it doesn't matter if they're round.
They weren't edible. They were like cow licks. They were salt pellets. They were just gross.
A salt lick?
Yeah. You know those cow licks?
Yeah.
Oh, no, they
And
were
tortillas, in your defense, are not an easy thing to make. I've made them a couple of times, and the first time was they weren't cowlicks. If you ate them right off of
before they hardened.
stove, yes, then it was great because then they became tostada shells.
Hey, everybody, come stand around the stove and eat.
The second time was a little bit better. Still have not perfected it. That's why we wait till tamale and tortilla making every Christmas, and we just stock up on them there because
you have those who know how to make them are there.
Yes,
and we can't be perfect at everything. If one of my very few faults, is I can't make tortillas, okay, I can live with that.
Food City's down one way or down the
And
other.
I'm thinking job security. Somebody needs a job.
Exactly.
A circle, like a biscuit press that I have, and I just like a muffin cutter if you have it too, and just took the tortillas and made the circles. Then in a bowl you put some melted butter, about a quarter cup. You put a teaspoon of garlic powder and a teaspoon of oregano, crushed oregano. Mix that up. Then those circles you put into that and toss it in that melted butter and seasonings. So then you get the taste on the outside also. Then you take your muffin pan. Nope, go crazy. Flip it over, and you're going to use the bottom of your muffin pan. You know, it doesn't get seen enough. We want it to feel special too, so came up with something. You just spray it with some spray because you don't want it to stick. And you place those little tortillas in between the circles, and they make like little
fold
shells.
it like a taco in between the muffin cups.
And it looks so cute. It really does look cute. And so then you open your stove, and I did it at 400 for about 5 minutes. You watch them. You don't want them to. You want them to get a little brown, but not too, because then they'll be crispy. So I had to make 2 batches because the first batch, I got distracted by laundry.
Are those the ones the kids get?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry, kids. You got some.
Hey, at least they got food today.
Well, you know, and I said, you got the first batch. So I made it special.
Fresher. Wait, the second batch would be fresher. Oh, well.
No. I was like, sorry. I'll take the repeats to the girls. And then you let them sit a minute, and then you just put like a tablespoon of pizza sauce. You can make your own. I didn't. Put it in there, and then I put mozzarella cheese, and I take the little mini pepperonis, cut them in half, and stick them in there. Put them back in the oven for another 5 minutes, and that all melts. So they're all lined up in a pan next to each other, so it's kind of ooey and gooey when you pick them out.
Well, that just sounds delicious, and I can't wait to try it.
And I hear they were a hit with Fig.
Well, yeah, the cat was well.
Now,
that's all that matters.
If
It's Capture It Friday. If I can get the cat's paw of approval, I'm in.
If he would have jumped up there, I would have been throwing something because he is not eating those.
Yeah.
I
think they had a lid.
Those. It wasn't on all him. It was kind of
I
crooked.
had to let it vent.
No, it was. He came in. He stayed away from the food, but that could have been what drawn him in here. So.
But yeah, I love you guys. 5 o'clock this morning. Hello.
You didn't come in with the flour on your face.
No, I have to look presentable too.
We do appreciate that, and you are rocking the patriotic look today.
I
but
am.
She has her patriotic cat earrings.
They have little American hats on them, and then I got out my bling dog tags for a necklace. And I put on my Rosie the Riveter headband and covered my hair, and then I did my tattoo because we can do our trailer. We have to decorate our trailer later.
See, this is why you need to be on Facebook Live, so you can get the visual of what Janice's strong arm is doing.
But for those of you who are not, we will all also get it on YouTube later. But she has a bumper sticker on her bicep. It says Z93.
Yep.
She's
I
repping.
had to work long and hard to build that billboard.
Well, you can see this recipe and others on our website at monstermediayuma.com. Just go to the Foodylicious tab, and we've got some new stuff coming up next week for Foodylicious too.
Oh yeah, Thanksgiving's coming.
Yes, that's right around the corner. Lots of good stuff there.
I'm always in charge of potatoes.
Of all kinds, or just
It's my choice. You know,
Okay.
like, ooh, sometimes I make loaded, sometimes I make regular. Who knows, I might mix it up this time.
all
Well,
right.
it sounds good. I can't wait for our Thanksgiving feast from Janice.
Oh gosh.
It's going to be Swanson.
No.
And you're like, here, I peeled the plastic bag for you.
Oh my, you get a turkey pot pie.
Oh, okay.
That's everything, right?
Is it?
Well, kind of.
I don't know. They throw the veg.
If you make it a shepherd's pie, then it could have the potatoes too, so.
Hey, Lisa made a shepherd's pie last night. She's not on Facebook right now, but she made a shepherd's pie last night.
It looked good.
It looked delicious. It actually looked like a pie. I'm not used to that kind of shepherd's pie. I don't know. I guess I get a lazy version of it when I've had shepherd's pie before.
Like in a square?
But yeah, pretty much. But this, it looked fantastic. So
I want to do one in like a bundt pan, so it's circle and I wonder if it would hold together.
I don't know. You would definitely have to. It would be like a tube with the crust
Yeah.
on both sides.
Right.
Okay, I'm like, well, that'd be the only way you could do it.
Well, let's try it next Friday.
It's like a sausage.
I'm not going to put string on the potatoes.
We're trying to envision this here. All right. Well, today is Catch It Friday. Get those entries in by 11 a.m. You can text them to 928-343-0993 or message them to any of us here on the show. We will all share that information. Pick one winner at random, and you will win today's prize.
Yes, we have a shout out on Facebook Live. Bianca wants to wish Alize Diaz a happy 19th birthday today.
Happy birthday, Alize.
Yes, she is there. She's no to the station.
Announce it again. That way, if they're in the car now.
Yes, Xavier Estraka. He turns 10 today, and his mom called to wish him a very happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Because I let her know I've tried to catch you guys. If not, she could go onto our website at monstermediayuma.com and click up on the WTF tab and see our show later. It'll be up there all weekend.
On the
Today in Yuma tab.
Uh-huh. Sorry, did I say mine?
You said WTF tab.
Oh, man.
That's Anita's
But go
page.
there too,
What's
because
the
you have a chance to enter. You have a chance to enter.
There's-
See an entry form.
There's
Oh
a
my goodness, I'm getting tongue-tied
There's
now.
a Bare Naked Soap Co. entry
Yes,
form,
you can
and
get
we're giving away $20
entry
gift
form.
cards in
Yes.
November. We still in November?
We are.
In my head, I'm in December.
We
So,
are.
I-
Oh, wait, I'm excited, too. I have a new sponsor.
Ta-da!
251 Twisted Kitchen downtown is my new Foodylicious sponsor.
Awesome.
So you guys can start going on to my tab and my page and sign up because I'm going to give away a $25 gift certificate every Friday from them.
That's
So
Awesome.
again, go to monstermediayuma.com and click on the Foodylicious tab and scroll down just a little bit under her newest recipe. You'll find the entry form for Twisted Kitchen.
And we want to thank Classic Accounting, Sprague Sports, Quick Refrigeration, Advocate Pest and Wildlife Services. We have our Lotus Day Spa and Salon Selfie sponsors.
Don't
And
forget, FTS has food today.
They do. They are serving food from, I think, 10 to 1 down at FTS Automotive on Arizona Avenue. Donation only. It's ham and sausage and German potato salad and sauerkraut.
I was going to say
Homemade
fresh
salad.
sauerkraut.
Homemade
Homemade
sauerkraut,
sauerkraut.
and just it's by donation, but make it a decent donation because it's a good value of what you're getting today.
And it's all going to Crossroads
yes,
Mission.
helps out Crossroads
Plus,
Mission.
isn't it Free Filter Friday? So what you would have paid for a filter when you swing by and get your free one, you could go donate it.
Exactly.
There you
See,
go.
it all comes full circle. This is Today in Yuma on Z93 Outlaw Country, monstermediayuma.com. Don't forget, the Veterans Day Parade is tomorrow, honoring our women veterans, and we do want to honor and thank all of those who have served. Very, very important. Recognize them every day, not just on one special day, because we appreciate you all so much. Parade starts at 9 o'clock, and it will begin on 4th Avenue, just before Wiener Schnitzel around 17th Street. It will head south down 4th Avenue. So get a great spot. They are blocking off traffic at 7 a.m. from
17th.
It'll actually be from 16th Street down to Catalina
Okay.
to give a little bit of cushion for some of the law enforcement that need to get in and out of that area to do so safely. Have a fantastic weekend. Be safe. We will see you bright and early Monday morning, but watch us on Facebook Live for
they'll
the
see us
parade
tomorrow. Yeah,
Well,
they'll see us
you see
tomorrow.
us tomorrow, but back
Be
here
out
on
there.
the radio. This is Today in Yuma on Z93, Outlaw Country, Monster Media, Yuma.com, Facebook Live. You are listening to KCYK Yuma and KLJZ Yuma.
Perfect. All right, guys.
Bye,
See you
everyone. Thank you.
tomorrow.
Thank you, Anita, for the camera work. Janice for the food. Laura for being a fabulous guest.
Yes.